I'll say it. The pyramids are overrated.
It's funny. If you look at my website, shamanisis.com, you'll laugh because it's me in front of the pyramids.
Okay.
The main image at the top. Well, Isis is an Egyptian goddess of healing and motherhood, so.
I want to be clear. This does not mean that I don't think they're impressive. This does not mean that I wouldn't mind going to Egypt, and I almost went a couple times. I think it would be incredible to see them. But this idea that they were built with some knowledge that we simply don't understand, and there has to be these aliens that came in here and built these damn things.
Oh, I don't think it was aliens. I think it's technology that isn't actually that complicated. They're fascinating. Do I think aliens built them? No. Do I think that we lost technology? But yeah, I mean, look at the buildings we live in now. We lost a shit ton of technology apparently in the last thousands of years.
Let me tell you something, Shaman. You give anybody 20,000 workers and an entire lifetime or 2 lifetimes, they're bound to do something.
Right.
And the other thing to keep in mind is that these things are not self-supporting structures. What I mean by that is you can't go in there and see a hockey game. You can't go in there and watch the Super Bowl. There's very little inside the pyramids of usable space. They're basically a stack of rocks. Now, if I took a truck right now, Shaman, okay, and I went to a brickyard and I bought a bunch of granite stones, okay, and I went out in the middle of the desert somewhere and I stacked these stones, especially in a way that interlocked into a giant cube. I built this giant cube of stones, just one stacked upon the other. All right. We come back 500 years from now, it's still gonna fucking be there. Okay? It ain't going anywhere. And that's basically what the pyramids are. Very neatly stacked stones. Now, to me, actually, the dome that's in Rome, that is impressive. Now, that's about 2,000 years old. It was built of concrete, and it's huge. You can still walk under it. That is impressive, okay, because that is a supported structure that has lasted 2,000 years. I want to be very clear. I'm not saying that these things aren't impressive, because they are. But the idea that they're next to supernatural, this is something for the tourists. This is like, this is something like, the Nessie and the people who live out in the boonies where they have the markers where Bigfoot has been seen. This is something for the tourists. We know how they got the pyramids level. We know why pi comes up in them, because they decided how high they were going to be and they measured it out from the base with a wheel. No matter what they did, 3.14 was going to come out. I could go on and on with this. It's pretty obvious. Most of the things that you have been told that is simply impossible for us to understand is probably being overstated. But
really, there's aliens in the ocean.
Yes, there's aliens in the ocean, and that's why
Maybe that's where the Egyptians went.
Maybe that's where they went. It's probably the only safe place to be right now.